Good morning, grade 10s. Do you guys want to give me a green check mark, please, in Blackboard? That would be fantastic. I just want to wait a few more minutes. Looks like we got a really small group this morning. I don't know where everybody is. Maybe they're coming in a little bit late. That's what I'm kind of hoping. But give me those green check marks, you guys, just so I know that you are there. Awesome. Perfect. Caitlin, Sean, are you there? Give me those green check marks. Perfect. All right, so I want to start the morning, you guys, just with a couple of announcements because we got an awkward looking week this week, right? Because of our Experience OC and because of the long weekend. So you'll see I've got the calendar up behind me as well, right? So I want to make sure that you guys are aware. Remember, we've got social studies this morning, and then this afternoon we've got our library tour with Miss Kelly's group as well. All right. Now listen, I totally dropped the ball and I forgot to send out permission slips. So once I get you guys working, okay, I'm going to get emails out to you guys with the field trip permission forms. We'll also have some hard copies here at McWilliams, right? So that you guys can fill them out as well if you guys are getting dropped off. So hopefully you guys will have, yeah, and that's fine, Caitlin. We're kind of assuming, you know, everybody knows where we're going and we should be okay, right? Jocelyn, just give me 2 seconds and I will answer that question because I'm going to bring it up here. Because I think we said to meet at 12:45. Yeah, because our tour's from 1 to 2. So we want to get here at 12:45 here at McWilliams. We will walk over to the library and then do our tour from 1 to 2 and then come back to be picked up around 2:15. Okay? Oh, Mr. Ross is saying, move my, there we go. Yeah, so Emily, no problem, but you know where we're going, right? So if you end up late and we're already at the library, just meet us at the library. Right, Emily? That's totally fine. The tour starts at 1. Low system resources may affect your audio quality. Try closing some. Oh, all right, Caitlin, do the best you can. I have no idea. Yeah, exactly, Caitlin. That's totally fine. Yeah, ideally, Belle, we would like you to do a field trip form. So like I said, be ready for an email to come out, okay? Yeah, Caitlin, sorry, Caitlin P. I have no idea. Just do the best you can. How's Sean's computer? Any way that you guys can like share today? Just throwing it out there just for the day. Yes, so field trip form for the library, you guys, is going to be coming out as soon as I get you guys working. I'm going to email you guys the library field trip form right away. Again, if you can't get it back to me or whatever, I will have hard copies with me for you guys and your parents to sign. Okay? And again, you guys, if you don't have your library cards, right, or you need to update them, get those, I sent out those applications. You can totally bring those applications as well, right, with you to the library. All right? Okay, that is the library. I think we're clear on the library. Okay? Now, I'm going to go back because I want to talk about tomorrow with Experience OC. Now, again, I have most of you, no problem, Angelina. I have most of your guys's field trip forms, I think. And we've got your guys' schedules. We've printed out your schedules and a map of OC for you guys all to have. We will distribute those to you tomorrow morning when we meet at OC. Okay? Now, pizza lunch is being provided. Yay, the pizza lunch. Okay? Now, if you do have dietary restrictions, I think Miss Wood sent out this email though. And of course, Cassie's not in class. If you do have dietary restrictions though, you guys, we can't help you out. So you need to bring your own lunch, okay? Or grab money to purchase from the cafeteria during that time, okay? Bryn, I don't know if you can actually go back to the Experience OC website and see. Yes, Jocelyn. Yeah, that's exactly where we're gonna work. Yeah, that's where we're gonna meet. Yeah, sorry, Bryn. You'll have your schedule. Maybe if I remember and I have time, I can quickly email you, right? Or if you printed it out, right? So I would like you guys to meet us between 9:20 and 9:30 a.m. at the bus loop. Okay, that's where we're gonna go. That's where we're gonna meet. So sessions start at 9:45, so we need to make sure that you're not late. Paige, we should have emailed it to you again. I'm sure we can have some on hand that you and your mom can quickly fill out before, right? If you can't find that, all right? And then pickup time, you guys, is again at the bus loop at OC at 2:45. All right? So it's the bus loop is at that main entrance on KLO Road. It's a super fun day, you guys. It's going to be awesome. Okay? It's going to be awesome. Jocelyn, it's a whole district wide. There is going to be, it'll be just like the one that I took you to last semester, the career fair, right? There's going to be lots of schools coming. Okay? And myself, Miss Mac, and Miss Wood will be there with you guys. Okay? So it'll be fun. Christiana, I'm assuming so. I don't know how many KSS classes or how many Boucherie or how many Elliott. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how many classes are actually coming though. Like Boucherie, I know a lot of my Boucherie, because I'm teaching at Boucherie this semester, you guys. I know Boucherie is sending a lot of kids. Like all of my kids are going to be there from Boucherie as well. All right, I think that's it. Any other questions around OC or the library field trip this afternoon? Okay, I see chat bubbles going, so I just want to make sure. Caitlin, I'm pretty sure lunch will be around lunchtime, around noon. I don't know specifically when, right? They do 2 sessions in the morning and then they do 2 sessions in the afternoon. So I'm assuming in between 11 and 12, somewhere in there. Okay? Yeah, oh, don't worry. They give you lunch, like you get time off. When are you leaving, Belle? Okay, so you'll probably leave at lunch. Yeah, still bring a field trip form if you can, right? Because really what that does is it just gives us that, oh, today. No, Belle, why are you even coming? Because aren't you going to that art thing with Mr. Fender? Yeah, I didn't even actually expect you this afternoon, Belle, because I knew you were going with Mr. Fender to the art gallery, right? So don't even worry. So I see, yeah, no problem, Kaylin. So Cassie, I see you just joined too. I just want to make sure you guys are Cassie for tomorrow for Experience OC. We're bringing in pizza lunch, but there will not be a vegetarian pizza. I'm telling you that right now. Okay. So either, I don't know if they might order a cheese pizza, which you'd be okay with, but I have no idea. So just make sure that if you bring your own lunch or bring money to buy from the cafeteria. Okay. Yep, that's what I'll be doing too, Cassie. All right. Looks like someone accidentally joined my room. Oh, there, he left. Okay. Awesome. So I think that that's it for Experience OC, you guys, for tomorrow. You've got badminton on Friday, right? Down at the badminton club. Okay, all of that you guys should know. You need to sign in. If you cannot make it, take your name off the list. Okay, Mr. Fender gets really upset if your name is on the list and you don't show up. Okay, so next week, you guys, altered schedule again, because on Friday, well, actually no, it's not really an altered schedule because normally we don't have school on Fridays anyways for you guys. So no worries about that. So we are doing science socials next week, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. All right, so make sure that that is on your calendars. What is different is the following week. It's the same. We're gonna have science socials. So it's gonna be the same, okay? Don't worry, Angelina, do the best you can. Okay. All right. So I think that's it that I have for you guys for announcements. All right. Now on to what we are actually doing today. All right, here we go. We are going to be narrowing our critical thinking choices. Remember last class, I assigned you guys one of the specific events, and you guys had to do a little bit of research on those events to really get a clear idea of how significant was that event during that time period, right? That was our big thing. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually delve in and narrow our choices even more. Ooh. All right, because remember we had about 20 choices, okay? So we're gonna go, we're gonna do something a little bit different here, just because I really want you guys to see why critical thinking, because this is what we're working on. We're working on our critical thinking skills, right? From a historical point of view. But if you have those skill set, then you can apply that to other situations in your everyday life, right? That's what we're building up. We're practicing this skill set of critical thinking. So I want you to be able to see that what we're doing here in socials class really is applicable to your everyday life and in your future, okay? And I'm tying it kind of back into planning a bit, into your career path. So I have an article for you guys to read. It's in the assignment. The assignment's actually called Narrowing Our Critical Thinking Choices, okay? If you opened up Moodle, you may have to refresh your page just because I did just open this assignment up. Okay, so refresh your page to get access to the assignment. And then I have an article for you guys to read, okay? It's called Bosses Seek Critical Thinking. But what is that, right? So you'll notice when you start going out and looking for jobs, when you look at job postings, a lot of the skills across the board, okay? Even for, even if you're applying for McDonald's, right? They're gonna say in there, they want critical thinkers, right? But what does that actually mean, right? So what I want you to do is read that article, and I want you to do the strategy, sentence, phrase, word, okay? So you're gonna read the article, and as you're reading, I want you to jot down a sentence that's meaningful to you, that catches the core idea of the article, okay? So what is the big idea, that core idea of the text? Then a phrase. So remember, there's a difference between a sentence and a phrase, okay? A sentence is one sentence, right? Starts with a capital letter, ends with a period. A phrase can include a sentence. It can be multiple sentences, okay? It can be a part of a sentence, right? That's what a phrase is. So choose a phrase that moved, engaged, or provoked you. Something that really sparked your thoughts, okay? And then the last one is choose a word. Choose a word that captured your attention or struck you as powerful, all right? So I'm going to give you guys, I can't even remember how long this article is. I'm gonna give you guys 20 minutes, okay, to read the article and get your sentence, phrase, word ready, and then we'll share, okay, with partners, and then we'll share as a class. All right, so 20 minutes, go ahead and get started. Awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, come on back. And we will complete our little strategy here. All right. So give me a green check mark in Blackboard just so I know who is here and who is away from their computer. I don't want to partner anybody up. Awesome, Luna. I love how you see the bigger picture. Sean, that's okay. You know what? That's totally fine. Whatever you did read, right? Just make sure that you're able to, yeah. So Jess, what I'll do is whoever your partner is, you guys can chat in the room, okay? Yeah, and then Sean, you just, whoever your partner is, you guys can just chat and make sure that you'll get the gist of the article with your partner. That's part of this as well, right? Okay, so everybody raise their hands, please, in Blackboard, just so we can get a good mix. Awesome. No, Kaylin and Angelina, stop it. Raise your hands, you little stinkers. I know, right, Paige? Sorry, I'm just reading what Caitlin wrote here. Okay. Why don't, Caitlin, that's totally fine. Caitlin, why don't you restart your computer? Okay, that's totally fine. Go in and make it better. Restart. Okay. All right, so here we go. So I'm not going to put Caitlin with anybody, and she's right at the bottom. Okay, good. Okay. All right, here we go. Oh, Jocelyn and Angelina. All right, here we go. Hallie and Paige, you guys are going to partner up. Belle and Bryn, Luna and Dean, Sean and Cassie, Jess and Emily. So Emily, I hope you're okay just chatting in the main room because Jess is on her phone, okay? Christiana and Caitlin T. Kaylin and Angelina end up getting together. And Jocelyn, you can join, Jocelyn, you can join Emily and Jess in the main room. You guys can go as a group, okay? So let's give you guys 5 minutes. Let's go 5 minutes on the board, you guys, on the timer, and you guys can discuss your sentence, phrase, and word. All right? Go ahead, 5 minutes, you guys. Finish up your conversations. I don't want to cut anybody off, and I'm just going through them as well, you guys. All right, looks like you guys are finishing up here. Perfect. All right, so now into the room chat, you guys. I'd like to focus on the sentence, if that's okay. All right, and remember too to include why. Why did you choose that sentence? Why do you think it incorporated the core idea of that piece of text? All right, so just in the room chat, I want you guys to type that in, whether it was your own sentence or whether it was your partner's sentence, whichever one maybe that you related to more, right? Perfect. Oh, look at you guys, you're on top of it. Yes. Yeah, Bryn, you weren't the only one that chose that sentence. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, good. See, you can see Caitlin chose it too. Yeah. Christiana, I love that sentence. I love that one, right? Thinking about your thinking while you're thinking in order to improve your thinking. That's essentially the definition of critical thinking. Yeah, perfect. So you guys can see, yes, employers are looking for critical thinkers, right? We don't know, there's 50 definitions of defining what critical thinking is, right? So in social studies, when we talk about critical thinking, we're really talking about that historical thinking, right? We're applying it to the situation that we're in the context that we're in. So it really does depend on the scenario that you're in. Your critical thinking skills are going to be very, very different once you are into the workplace, right? You're going to define them in a different way, okay? But to practice is going to make those critical thinking skills better, and you're going to hone in, right, to those critical thinking skills. And that's what's key, okay? So fantastic, you guys. I loved how you really delved into that piece of text and found the value in that. All right, because I'm trying to step away from that, and you guys picked up on that, how colleges and universities and even high school, really in the past, it was all about regurgitation, right? Especially in social studies, right? You need to know the names and the dates and the places where all these events occurred. Well, times have changed. You really don't. You can Google that stuff now, right? What we do need to talk about is our critical thinking skills. We need to think, was that event significant? How does that fit into future events? How does that tie into my life now, right? Those are the skills that you need to be successful, right? So as a historical thinker. So now what I want to do, I'm just going to head back to my presentation here, you guys. So now we need to actually acquire some knowledge. So last class, I asked you guys to do that sheet, right? I assigned you an event that was from the list, right? Then you had to complete that list. You had to do a little bit of research on that event, really figure out, was it significant during that time period, right? How did it have a lasting impact on Canadian history, on Canadian society today, right? Maybe it didn't. Maybe you found out actually it's not really that significant. You never know. So this is what we're going to do. I have put this assignment is actually a discussion form, right, you guys? Now, you're going to go in there and you're going to post your sheet. All right? Now's the time where you get to actually delve in and look at what your peers have done for their work. All right? So you're going to post everything in there, okay? And then you're going to do a little bit of research, right? You got to go in and you got to look at what everyone did for some research, right? What was their idea around the significance of that event? Did they think it was really significant or did they not, right? Now, remembering what your goal is. Your goal is to eventually choose the top 5 most significant events in Canada between 1960 and 1985, right? You're going to go through and I want you guys to select the top 10. Be prepared to justify your answers. So this is your own individual basis. You need to choose 10. All right, out of there. So you're going to go through everybody's research. You're going to choose 10. Now, please be aware that some people aren't here today either. So some events may not be posted yet. Now, that is totally fine. You can always go back when we actually get into designing our coins. You can go back once they do post the research and maybe your top 5 will eventually change, right? That's part of critical thinking, okay? It can change over time, okay? So that's what your goal is now. You need to upload your sheet into the discussion form. Maybe title it with the event. That needs to be the title. All right, of your post is the event that you researched. And then you're going to take a good, I'm going to say, can we do like, let's start with 20 minutes, you guys. We'll see. I can always give you more time. I just want to make sure that you have enough time. So let's start with maybe 20 minutes and you guys can peruse through each other's worksheets. And I want you individual, this is your own thoughts. What are your top 10? Okay, and you need to be prepared. Okay, so Jess, this is under that last assignment. So when I go in, oops, sorry, so let me go back here. Right, it's narrowing our critical thinking choices. Okay, that very last assignment. So when you scroll down, you should add a new discussion topic. Right? Okay. Add a new discussion topic and then title it with your event and your name will pop up. All right. So let's start with 20 minutes and then I'll come back, we'll reconvene and we'll see where everyone's at, if we need more time or not. All right. So 20 minutes to start. Go ahead, you guys. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was about 20 minutes. Do we need more time to go through what everyone posted? Yes. Looks like I'm getting a resounding yes. Okay, good. That makes me happy that you guys need more time. It means that you're taking this seriously. Okay. Hi, Alexis. I noticed you just got into class 2. What we're doing is we're just making sure that in the discussion forum that you post your event that you were assigned, your research, post that, and then you are coming up with the top 10. Okay, the top 10. So now give me an idea, you guys. That was 20 minutes. How much more time do you guys need? Give me some ideas. Throw out some ideas. How much more time do we need? Okay. 15. Okay. Okay, awesome. 15 more minutes, you guys. And do the best you can, right, you guys? Do the best you can. You know that you can always go back, right, after class or whatever to really, and remember, this is fluid. Your top 10 is going to change, okay? All of that. So we're going to put 15 minutes back up on the timer then, and we will get started after that, okay? So go ahead, 15 more minutes. Angelina, sorry, just saw your message. Come on back to Blackboard, you guys. If your top 10, you're just jotting it down on either a Word document or a piece of paper, right? You're not submitting this yet, okay? This is just up to you. Now, give me a green check mark in Blackboard if you've got your top 10, okay? I should either see a sea of green or a sea of red. Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, so if you just need to write it down, quickly. Belle, Alexis, do you guys need some more time still? I want to make sure that everyone's prepared going in. Hallie, what about you? Are you good? You're good? Okay, awesome. Again, we just need to write it down. Okay, awesome. So maybe what, you guys? How much more time? 3 minutes? Is that all you need? Okay, 5 more minutes. I'll give Christiana the doubt 5 more minutes. And that's okay. So if you that's totally fine. So Paige, if you only believe there's actually 7, that's completely fine, because what we're going to do with that is we're going to get into some breakout rooms and we're going to go through. So 5 more minutes to actually write out your top 10. Okay? Be prepared to justify to your group. Okay? Because we're going to go into some breakout rooms. All right? So be prepared. All right? So let's take 5 more minutes. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I am hoping that you are done now. So can you, if you are done, change your red X's to green checks? If you've got your 10 events, all right, or at least close to 10 events. All right, so what we're gonna do now, you guys, is we're actually going to head into breakout rooms, okay? So we're gonna go into groups of close to like around 3 or 4. And what I want to do is now you're going to present your 10 events and in what order they are, right? And you guys are going to come up as a group with the top 5 most significant events. All right? To help your group accomplish this, because there may be some discrepancy, right? Caitlin, you don't have to order them yet. Okay, you didn't, not yet. Okay, but you will want to, yeah, Jess, I'll keep you in the main room. We'll keep the main room as a breakout room, okay? So to help your group accomplish this, so you guys, you may want to sort the events that you guys listed, okay? So at least come to a consensus on 10 events, right? Because some of you may have listed different events. So come to a consensus on 10 events. Then you might want to sort them into 3 categories as a group. Like really significant, yes, this definitely is. Somewhat significant, okay? And least significant, okay? Then you can eliminate the least significant events, right? And just focus on the very significant or somewhat significant until you have 5 events. Okay, yes, Dean, I'm going to give you Blackboard privilege. Absolutely, yeah, I'm going to give you whiteboard privilege. And exactly, Caitlin, you can do it just like we did at the beginning, right? You guys can list your 10 events and then you can cross-check each other's lists, right? So let me give you whiteboard privilege now so that you guys are ready to go. Now, I'm going to put you into, so it looks like there is, yes, Hallie, if you've got an appointment, that would actually work really great because then you won't be part of this and I won't have to reform the groups. So absolutely. So Hallie, just make sure that you rewatch the recording. Make sure that you're up to speed on what we accomplished in today's class. All right? Awesome. Okay. So let's do this. All right. So I think we've got about 15 of you. So I am going to do the following. So I'm going to make about, yep, belt, that's what I'm going to do. But I've got Jess. And so what I'm going to do is, yeah, I'm going to make 5 groups. I'm trying to make this as easy as possible. Okay, so we're going to do 5 rooms. Okay, so I'm going to throw you in there. Okay, you guys are going in. Don't start yet though, because whoever ends up in Jess's group, you guys, I'm going to pull you back out to the main room because Jessica can't be in a breakout room. Okay, so here we go. So it looks like it's Jess and then Alexis and Jocelyn. Okay, so you guys should be in the main room now. So you guys can use the main room whiteboard and stuff if you need to. Okay, awesome. Everybody else should be good to go. All right. Oh, you know what? Actually, I'm going to see, I think there was extra. I'm going to move someone from room 1. Christiana, I'm going to move you down to breakout room 5 to make it, yeah, there we go, to make it even. Okay, we're good to go. All right, so now let's go, let's give you guys 20 minutes. Start with 20 minutes to see if you as a group can come as a consensus to your top 5. All right? So go ahead and get started on that, you guys. All right, grade 10s. I'm going to leave you in your breakout rooms because I need to know if you need more time to break it down to your top 5 events. So I'm not going to be able to see your chats because I'm in the main room, but give me a green check mark if you are ready to come back and share your top 5 for your group. Okay, or give me a red X if you are not. Okay. So we've still got a couple of groups that are not ready. We've got 2 groups that are. Okay, so here's what we need to do. This is what you need to do. Make sure that you have appointed 1 person per group, okay, to share your 5 things, okay, your 5 events, all right? But I'm going to give you some more time because it looks like we need more time. So because I'm in, you guys are just trying to narrow down the events. Jess, so how much time do you guys need? I'm just going to go into each room and ask you guys how much more time you need. So Jess, how much more time do you guys need? 10 minutes. Okay, let me head to group 1. You guys are good to go. Group 2, you guys are ready to go. So I'm going to head into group 3 there with Bryn and Dean. Okay, how much time do you guys need? Bryn, Dean, Angelina? Okay, about 5 more minutes. Okay, awesome. Okay, I'm going to head to room 5 and figure out how much more time. Room 5, Emily, Luna, how much time do you guys need? Five, 10 minutes? Okay, awesome. All right, so let me put myself back in the main room. Okay, I'm going to give you guys 10 more minutes, okay, to figure that out. 10 more minutes to get your top 5, okay, top 5 events. Again, they don't need to be in any specific order. It's just your top 5 events. And you need to appoint 1 person to be able to share out to the room, to the whole class, okay, once we come back together. So you've got 10 minutes to accomplish that. Ready? Go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that should have given you enough time. You should have come up with your top 5, right? Now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna pull you back into the main room, and I'm gonna put up a new page on the whiteboard, and we're gonna list our top 5 for each group. We're gonna see what the similarities and differences are, and as a class, I want to see if we can come up with our own top 5. Okay? Now, so here we go. So, and I'm hoping to do this in 15 minutes. Okay? So yes, you have to make sure that you have your one person who's putting it up. Luna, I just got your message. No, we're just putting up our top 5 right now, okay? Because then once we start a discussion around coming up with our top 5 as a class, okay, then I want the reasons to come out, all right? So why do you think this should be on our top 5 and this shouldn't, that sort of thing, all right? So here we go. I'm gonna bring everybody back into the main room. Give me 2 seconds here, you guys. Okay, so return everyone to main room. We are all back. I'm gonna start a new page on the whiteboard, okay? And now what I wanna do is everyone still has whiteboard privilege. Yeah, so those of you that were nominated to put up their top 5, can you guys start a text box on the whiteboard, please, and let's see what we come up with, okay? And try to make sure that your font is big enough as well, right, you guys, so we can actually see it. And I'm gonna bring this up into the room here on the live so we can see. There we go. Perfect. Awesome, thank you, group 2. And again, remember you guys, it doesn't have to be in a specific order, okay? So hopefully we can start seeing some overlap between all the groups. Awesome, looks good, you guys. Yeah, and I think I should have five groups, so this will be good. Give you a few more minutes to just type that out, you guys. Make sure you can see the whole list. Awesome. All right, so start looking, because it looks like we're almost done, right? Putting up our top 5 for each group. Start looking at the lists, okay? Do we see that there's like 1 or 2 that are in everybody's list? Or the majority of our list? Like I'm looking, I see residential schools in almost everybody's but group 3s, right? So to me, that really stood out, that residential schools are up there. Looks like Terry Fox. Oh, maybe not. No, Terry Fox is only on 2. Trans-Canada Highway, 1, 2, 3. 3 of your guys is. So I'm thinking now, okay, so now we need to come up as a class, our top 5, right? So this is where our discussion comes in for justifying. Yeah, oh, there you go. Thanks, Jess, for awesome. Okay, so we've got residential schools has 4. So what I'm gonna do here, you guys, is again, I'm going to do this. I'm gonna start making a list right here. So we've got residential schools, and there was 4, right? It was on 4's list, right? Does that make sense, you guys? Terry Fox, how many was there of Terry Fox? There was 3 groups that had Terry Fox. All right, what about TransCanada? Was there 3 for TransCanada Highway, you guys? Was that right? Alexis, I'm just going off of you. Looks like Languages Act had 3. Oop. Was there any other ones that really stood out, you guys? Oh, is Terry Fox only 2? Oh, one is Marathon of Hope, you guys. 2 people had Terry Fox and then one had Marathon of Hope. So remember, that's the same one. Yeah. Is there another one that stands out, you guys? Which one? What do you mean Canada? Is it the Canada flag? Canada Day? Oh, Canada Day. Yeah, Canada Day. That one has 3. Good pickup there. So I'm thinking, are those kind of our top 5? Right, Belle? I know. So as a class, if we look at, right, if we look at it, this is kind of our top 5 here. If we go with what our groups, okay? If we go with what our groups kind of say, this is kind of our top 5. Now, right? Okay. So, yes, we came up with our top 5, but I'm going to throw a wrench at you guys here. So give me a second. And I'll make sure that I put this into the assignment as well. Okay, you guys? So don't you worry about that. Okay. Now what you're going to do, okay, now that you see our class list, what we kind of came up with as a class, does it sway what you and your group came up with? I want you to start thinking about that. Or you personally, do you agree with this list or do you not? Okay, so now I believe I only made this assignment as a discussion box. Or a discussion forum. So you guys can't do this for me. So this is what you're going to do. Okay. Interesting, Belle. Okay, so this is what you're going to do. In a message, I'm trying to think, because what I want you to do is list your top 5 events, okay? Whether or not you think they are from the class, what you guys came up with as a class, maybe it's what you came up as a group. You still believe that those are your top 5, okay? So this is very personalized, okay? I want you to choose your top 5 events, and then I want a written explanation or an audio recording. It's totally up to you guys. So you can either tell me, right? Make sure it's an MP3, right? You can speak it as to why you chose each of those events, or you can give me something written. So this is what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create another little assignment, you guys, in Moodle, and I'm going to put it underneath our discussion form, and I'm going to indent it, and you're going to see that's where you're going to submit this, okay? And I'll make it an online text box and a file submission box in case you choose to do a written format, okay? Or an audio format so you can upload that file. Okay, does that make sense, you guys? Okay. Okay, there's no criteria here, Belle. Really, I'm just thinking of, I want to hear your thoughts. This is not this is not a set in stone. It might change by the time we start designing our coins, right? Okay, so there's no set in stone. I'm not marking you on length. I want to know, can you justify, right? Are you critically thinking about why these are your top 5 events? Okay, and maybe you want to compare it to the class's 5 events, right? I don't believe these are the same events that I chose as my top 5 because, okay, that's what I'm looking for. So you can do a comparison between your events and the class top 5 events, or however you guys feel that you can justify your top 5 events. So does that make sense as to how you're going to submit it, you guys? So you're going to choose your top 5 events, whether it's the class 5 or not, okay? And then you're either going to give me a written or an audio recording of your reasoning behind, okay? And I will create in Moodle another assignment because this is a discussion forum and I need you guys to submit this, okay? Does that make sense? Awesome. Okay, I'm getting yeses across the board. Awesome. So before you leave, okay, this is what you have to do. In a private message to me, I want you to list 2 ways in which you feel you've grown as a critical thinker during this process, okay, whether it's right from the beginning of social studies to now, and explain what you wish to focus on for your next steps in your relation in growing in a critical thinking way, okay? How can you become even a better critical thinker, okay? Now, it's already 11:25, so I want to get off of Blackboard. So let's do this 2 stars and a wish in Moodle. Send me a private message in Moodle, okay? So I can really get into what your guys is thinking around your critical thinking. All right, okay, so once you've got that, you guys, you are more than welcome to leave, and I look forward to seeing what your top 5 choices are. All right, have a great afternoon, and we'll see you guys this afternoon. Okay, bye guys.